Hey everyone, it's Caroline with Wild Moon Vintage here again with another thrifting haul. These were all picked up over the last couple of days and we'll just jump right in. The first piece that I got is this pottery piece here. What I really liked about it and what drew me in was the sort of half bare design and then the half glazed. So this is rather intricate and probably took a lot of work to do all of that intricate glaze painting. Now it is a slight bowl and it is marked on the back. I believe that says Emerson. And it was $3 at one of the St. Vincent de Paul's around my area. And there is something underneath here. Let's see if I can't take that off. It does say creative. I think it just says creative pottery. And I can't quite get my fingernail underneath this sticker. And it is going to be peeling off the tag underneath, but yeah, it's ripping. I do believe it says pottery. That's my guess, but again, a nice bowl, and for $3 I figured I could at least double that or triple that. I'm thinking this could probably sell between 12 to 15, maybe a little bit more because I haven't really done any research yet on Emerson, but beautiful little piece. And again, it just really caught my eye. Sort of reminds me of a quilt. Another little piece that I found was this beauty. Isn't that gorgeous? You've got that sheer cobalt blue glass. You've got a little delicate glass twist. And then it is hand painted. So you've got a little bit of gold gilding and a hand painted flower. This is intricate too, and it's raised. I'm not sure of the technique used. If anyone knows what that's called, let me know. Now, sadly, the gold gilding does seem to be a little scratched and worn in spots, and I did hesitate with this. I sort of put it in my cart, put it out of my cart, put it in my cart, put it out of my cart. Tried to decide if it was worth it because it was $2.99, and not that $3 is a huge deal, but the thing is most of the times these little trinket dishes don't sell for more than 12 to 15 for your nicer ones, and this is a nicer one, but still, I wasn't sure if this would affect the value, but in the end I decided that this was just too beautiful to pass up. And again, the raised detailing on this is really intricate and neat, so decided to take a shot with that, and it might have been a good buy. I did see someone post recently in the Murano group that this was Murano. They had a couple similar anyways, which I'm not 100% sure because this isn't as smooth as I would expect a Murano piece to be, but I am still a newbie with glass, so if you think it's Murano or if you think you know what this might be, comment down below. The other option that I think of when I see pieces like this is the Bohemian like check glass, so that's another possibility. In any case, a beautiful little find. And look at that beautiful cobalt glass. Sticking with our cobalt theme, this is a beautiful vintage plate that I found. It was $1.99 at Goodwill, and it is another piece marked Weatherby Hanley England Royal Falconware. Now this one is a lot clearer. The other piece that I shared with you almost looked like the stamp was double stamped, so parts of the stamp were a bit blurred. So this is a lot better, a lot clearer to read, and it is numbered. And then you've got the beautiful gold gilding here on the edge of the plate, and that is a dark cobalt blue. I'm not sure if that's coming across on camera as blue. And then on the middle there is a beautiful little design of the old coach house Bristol. Again, just thought that was a nice, very well done plate. I like the scene on it, and for $1.99 I'm pretty sure that this will sell probably between 12 to 15. Kind of guessing on that. I'll have to do a little bit more research about this specific brand and this specific pattern on it, but I thought it was nice, so I decided to grab that. And then this beauty. If you are familiar with Fire and Light, you might have been eyeing this down here on my finds, because that is what my initial reaction was when I saw this sitting on the shelf at Goodwill. This is a $4.99 piece, and on initial inspection, from a ways away of course, I thought, oh, that is a Fire and Light splash candle holder. But as you can see, I quickly discovered that no, it's not. Look at these interesting pressed glass bits on the end. I forget what the technique is called for those, but this is also got indents, which is not how the splash candles by Fire and Light are made, but a beautiful piece. I thought at the very least, people that do collect Fire and Light might like this as sort of a companion piece if they have not been able to find a Fire and Light splash candle holder. And the color is beautiful. It is a nice quality piece as well. It's nicely polished here on the base. It does have a little bit of either a ding or a bit of paint or something attached here at the base, but nothing too bad. I think this part over here is just wax or something that can be easily cleaned off when I clean it, but I thought this was beautiful. Another gorgeous piece, and none of these are damaged that I've felt, so the rest of the piece is in amazing shape. So beautiful piece there, again for $4.99. Then a fun little odd piece that I picked up is this cake server, and it says celebrate on the handle. It's got a little crown and star there on the end of the handle, and then on the serving part of it, it's got c'est la vie and enjoy and something else. And then it is marked here on the back. I couldn't quite read that in store, but it seems to be says something like 2004 basic spirit. Is that what you see? If not, I'll have to do a little bit more research on that, but I thought for 99 cents I could definitely get my money back on that. It's just a fun little piece. My thought is it's either pewter or aluminum. It's a bit heavy for aluminum, so I'm leaning more towards the pewter side of things, but I thought that was really fun. Something that's nice to have for a little celebration where you'll be serving cake. And then this piece was sort of a splurge. This was $5.99, but look at how eye-catching this is. This is beautifully done, and the odd thing is it is made in China. So as you can see on the back, it is a Lynn Chase Designs Jaguar Jungle. And what I thought was interesting is it says that a portion of the pre-tax profits from the sale of Lynn Chase products goes to the Chase Wildlife Foundation, dedicated to the preservation of nature. So I thought that was a really nice thing. And even though, again, it's made in China, what I noticed when I did a brief research on the Lynn Chase brand was these do seem to sell pretty well. So not as hard to sell as your standard collector's plate necessarily. And what's really cool is look at this on the side. Isn't that adorable? It's got a little turtle painted on the side and another turtle painted on the other side. I thought that was such a cute little detail. It's actually, is that three? Yeah, it's got three little turtles painted around the outer edge, and then you've got that beautiful jaguar painted in the middle with some flowers. I'm not sure what those might be, like some sort of trumpet flowers, but I'm pretty sure that's like maybe an orchid, and that might be, oh goodness, what is that one? Maybe another orchid. I'm totally blanking on what else that might be, but gorgeous. Again, very well done, in amazing shape. So even though it was $5.99, I thought that I could definitely get at least double or triple that for reselling. Maybe even more, because I know some of the pieces in this line were selling for a little bit more than that. So again, just a beautiful shape, lovely collection. And then of course, because of the beautiful cat there, I figured that it would definitely have an audience. Another find of mine was this handmade pottery mug. Interesting little sort of abstract striped design. This was $3.99. Red, however, was the color of the week, so I got it for $2.79. It was 30% off. So it is marked on the base, and it says Liz Lewis. I looked that up. That appears to be a local artist here in the Pacific Northwest, and she does pottery pieces and mugs. And I did find a few similar mugs, not exactly like this, but they did seem to sell fairly well for over $20. So I thought that $2.79 was a bargain to get one of her pieces. I do collect mugs, so I'll have to actually decide if I'm letting this one go. But unfortunately, what I just noticed is it seems to have slight crack here at the base of the handle. So again, another one of those times when I don't know if I'm not seeing these in the store, because I am being very careful and going over these pieces time and time again. But it seems like either stuff gets cracked on the way home, or I am just not seeing the damage in store. Anyone else? I feel like I'm looking it over fairly well, but in any case, I did just notice that crack here, and it seems to be held on fairly well. I'll have to check into that a little bit more, but oh well. Another little mug that I found is this vintage grandfather mug. I thought it was really cute. He's got these little feet sticking out of the bottom of the mug, a big old mustache and some glasses, and it is marked on the feet. It says 1976 UNESCO, and it's in great shape. This was one of their unmarked mugs, so they were, I believe, 49 cents at Goodwill. Great shape. I'm not seeing any damage, and this one does seem to have been either not used at all, maybe displayed, because I don't see any coffee stains or spoon marks on the inside. So a cute little find, and I did look these up in store, and it does appear that these sell fairly well. I think some were listed between $12 and $17, so thought that was well worth picking up, and again, just sort of a cute little funky mug to add to someone's collection as a gift. Another item that I splurged on was this beauty here, if it'll even come into shot. This might not even fit, but this is a beautiful Pier 1 piece, and I know I had heard Pier 1 had went out of business, but then I also saw online that they are doing online only now, so curious about that. But as you can see, it was $24.95 marked from Pier 1. I got it at Goodwill for $6.99, and this is one of those pieces where I'm probably going to keep it if it won't resell for very much. It is sort of a heavy recycled glass look to it, and then of course that beautiful sort of oil slick finish on it, which is what drew me in, and I really like the geometric faceted look to this. It's irregular and interesting, and the finish on it is in great shape. I don't think anyone ever used this. As you can see, it still has the price tag on the base. The only oddity is this rough mark up here. My first thought was that something broke off of it, but it doesn't feel like a break. It just more feels like a rough spot, which I'm not sure why they would have that, but in any case, it's a beautiful vase. Would look beautiful on a bookshelf or for other decor, so grab that. Another piece that I found that I had seen on trips previously is this really beautiful blue vase, and this was marked $5.99, but red was color of the week, so I got it for $4.19. So what appealed to me about this was the shape and also the light pattern on it. This looks like it was sort of a molded piece of glass, and it has a light ripple to it, and it is signed. So it is signed here on the base, and it is MMA. And if I remember correctly, that is Museum of Modern Art. So they have a line of these vases that are designed as sort of replicas of older vases. This is in really great shape. And when I did do research when I was there the initial time and saw it, I believe these went for somewhere between $15 and $25. I could be mistaken, but I also did not see this particular pattern. Most of the ones that I saw were more of a smooth finish and also in different colors. So I thought this one might be more of a unique one. And again, since it is signed, that definitely sort of adds to the value. But again, look at the detail. It's got that shape on the base that's, I'm not even sure what to call that, but just beautiful glass. Another one that I picked up is this cute little Trinket Dish, and this one is also marked. This was just $1 at one of the St. Vincent de Paul's, and this is marked as Buchan, Portobello, Scotland, finest stoneware. So it is nice and sturdy. Stoneware might mean that it is oven proof, but I'm not sure. And then it's got a hand painted thistle with some other flowers here on it. I thought that was beautiful, and it could be used as either a little trinket dish, as I often do with pieces like this, or actually used in, say, your kitchen for serving a little bit of a snack, maybe some nuts or berries, or what my husband and I like to do is use these for olives as well. So nice little dish, could be used in a number of different ways. So a great find for $1. Then I found these two beauties. They were just 99 cents. They are Avon owls. One still has the sticker, so it says Snow Owl, and it's a powder sachet. and it still has powder in it. And I know most of the time Avons don't really sell for very much, but I really liked the owl shape. This one is more on the clear side. This one is slightly tinted blue, but they both have both of their rhinestone eyes and lids. Both are in great shape. They do need a little bit of cleaning, but I thought the shape was adorable. And again, I have a thing for owls, so at 99 cents a piece, I thought they were well worth picking up. Either I sell them or I keep at least one, so we'll see about that. But again, for that price, I pick these up when I see them, when they are a shape that appeals to me. And I've got turtles and a unicorn and a seahorse, butterflies. All of those little critters really appeal to me, so I pick them up and often keep them in my own collection. Another piece that I picked up that is potentially going to stay here for my own home use is this beautiful tray. Isn't that lovely? This really caught my eye on the shelf. I really liked this intricate design here along the edge, and then the hand-painted flowers in the middle. It is a divided dish, and it is marked underglaze hand-painted, made in USA. Now it does have some damage here on the base. It's got this pretty large chip here, and then another chip here. But again, for just $3, I thought that this was a lovely tray to use. I love using these again for the charcuterie, for the meat and cheese and snacks. And it's got a nice larger centerpiece with two on either side. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful tray. I thought this was really nicely done. So not really sure about the resale value, but we'll see if I wind up keeping this, because like I said, we use these kind of trays quite frequently. Another piece that I got that was on sale with the red tag is this gorgeous piece. Isn't this lovely? This was marked at only $3.99, but since it was red tag, I got it for $2.79. And this was marked on the base as Reina California Bone China, and it is numbered here. And as you can see, it's got this beautiful hand-painted gold detail, and then these beautiful applied blue flowers with some lovely roses and leaves. Now this is damaged, but what I really liked about it was it had major eye appeal on the shelf. Absolutely beautiful. And I really had to look this thing over a lot in order to even see the damage. Now I am seeing a damage here on this petal that I didn't notice in store, but that just goes to show you, on a piece like this, sometimes the damage is hard to see. Like actually this leaf here is broken. That's one of the pieces that I did see. This rose petal here is broken. And as I was looking this over at the house, once I got it home, I did notice that there was a couple other leaves that might have been damaged, like this one. And this is missing a piece as well. And there is another piece missing off of this rose petal here. But overall, it's really hard to see because it still looks like what it was meant to be. It looks, you can tell that there's roses, you can tell that there's these little, maybe like forget-me-nots with the leaves. And if you position this in such a way that the damage is away from you, you can't even really tell. So it's a beautiful piece. And again, I thought for under $3, well worth picking up this old, beautiful vintage piece. Then I found this beauty. It definitely caught my eye with that sort of faded coloration on it. This one is a beautiful vase, and it is marked $3.99. And the base has a stamp on it that says Weller. And I did briefly look up Weller pieces. I'm not that familiar with the different designs and patterns that they have, but I thought this one was nice. It's got a little cluster of grapes with some plums possibly, but it's in really good shape. I didn't see any damage on this one. And again, for $3.99, I thought it was worth bringing home and seeing if I couldn't do a little bit more research and find out more about it. Another one of the fun mugs that I found, I've got a thing for mugs, is this Monopoly mug. I've never seen one before. So it is a $50 Monopoly mug, yellow on the inside and this blue on the outside. It is marked licensed by Hasbro and made in 2015. It is microwave and dishwasher safe, made in China. And I did briefly look these up, and they seem to be selling. I'm not sure about this particular one. I did notice that there's a little bit of chipping down here on the base, but that shouldn't affect usability because you can still drink out of the rim, which does not have any chips whatsoever. And again, this was one of Goodwill's unmarked mugs, so I got it for 49¢. Another one of my fun finds is this beautiful vase. This was just $1.99 at Goodwill. Look at the gorgeous painting on this. So I love the colors. The colors are definitely what drew me in. And this is marked here on the base as ceramic de la Cal. And it is, I think, I'm having a hard time reading this outer part here, but that might mean that it's made in Italy, possibly Portugal. I'll have to look into it a little bit more, but I've also seen pieces like this marked as Mexico, but I'm not sure because usually they say Mexico somewhere on them. But in any case, it's a beautiful vase in great shape, lovely colors, and very eye-appealing for $1.99. Another sort of splurge of the day that caught my eye is this glass pressed lion. Look at him. He's such a cutie. So this was $4.99, which again is a little bit higher than I like to pay for things that I'm not too sure about, but he really caught my attention, and things like this sell because, again, critters. I love critters. And if it won't sell, I would be perfectly happy with him sitting on my bookshelf. So I'll have to look into who might have made him because I don't see any markings, but he's a nice solid glass piece. I'm not sure if he was meant to be a bookend or just an art piece, but he has some beautiful detailing on him. He is pressed glass. I think you can sort of see the line here of what the mold would have been. But very beautiful quality piece. The only name that sort of sprang to mind, and I did do a brief Google on it, was Blanco, but this is not how any of the Blanco lions that I came up with looked like. So if you have any idea about who might have made him or anything, any keywords I should use to Google him, feel free to comment down below. But again, I thought he was just too cute to leave behind. So little lion. And there you go. That was my little haul. Let me know down below which pieces were your favorite, and make sure to like and subscribe for more thrifting hauls, and I'll see you in that next video.